Okay, so you're kind of getting this. What Gish is saying again, I'm going to like, the horse is almost dead. I'm going to beat it into you. Search for meaning first. Search for the greatest meaning first. And then, so this is her, eventually we're going to look at a visual of her, a visual diagram of her model. But she says search for the greatest meaning first, then fill in some of the components, and then the details add what she calls light to the greater whole. Again, so the detail is not the most important part. It only adds to the whole. You should only, the other thing that's important to understand is you should only put the detail in there if you can construct it in a way that it adds to the whole. If it's only going to be put out there just so you can have a word and so it looks like word salad, then you're not being an effective interpreter. You're not searching for meaning then. That's when you start to do, one of those 8 patterns that she talks about. That's when you start to focus on the form. So don't put out details unless you can fit it into this framework that you've constructed into the whole meaning. So she talks about going from goal to detail, and she actually outlines a process. We're not going to talk about the whole, I'm not sure if we're going to talk about the whole process. It's pretty meaty. But, I mean, you could have year-long classes on this process, and we're trying to do it in 1 week, 2 weeks. But what she's saying is that you need to start when she teaches and talks about text analysis with students. She teaches them a process where they work from goal to detail, and then they go back up. Then they go from detail, all the little pieces, to goal. So she has them practice understanding the whole message first, the components, then the details, then going back and saying, okay, here are the details, how can I build on them and make them fit into the goal? So that's how her process model or her model of text analysis works.